Today my topic is monitoring Kubernetes from this Kubernetes stack. For the time, I'll just explain about myself. My name is Rahul. I have 10 years of experience in DevOps and cloud industry. I'm one of the lead organizers in Xebia, the random chapter. I'm working as a lead DevOps consultant at Xebia. I work in multiple organizations like Accenture, ITIDA-SECC, etc. Also, I'll do corporate trainings, blogging, and speaking, etc. So coming to the topic, so it's an introduction to monitoring. So you all know that monitoring is one of the required thing for a SRE or a DevOps engineer or a cloud engineer who required whenever he's working on a platform or he's working on a particular organization. Monitoring is a key part. So what happens in monitoring or how we can set up a monitoring queue? So you can see like here I'm introducing a small application or a small tool which we can spin up Prometheus stack inside the Kubernetes cluster or a OpenShift cluster or anywhere we have Kubernetes. So what we are writing in that, we are spinning up a stack which consists of Prometheus, Alert Manager and Grafana, which is a combination and which will help us to alert the mechanism which will detect the system data, which will help us to debug, and it is having the analysis protocol, and it will help us to resolve the issues very fastly. And it will identify the pattern of the issues, and with the proactive adjustment we can tackle it inside using some automation scripts. So that's why there comes the importance of monitoring. So what is Prometheus? The Prometheus is ideally known open source monitoring tool. Prometheus works with mainly these 4 operators. You can see the figure, 4 operators. Mainly 4 operators are one is Prometheus operator, Prometheus server, Prometheus, and service monitor. So in that you have deployed application, which is a microservice application, which is running successfully. You will deploy a Prometheus stack, which will consist of a Prometheus operator which will manage your Prometheus server. So, the operator will manage and take ownership of the Prometheus server, and this Prometheus server is responsible for scrapping of your metrics. So what is scrapping? Scrapping means collecting all the logs what is thrown by your server and storing the metrics as it is. And Prometheus operator will help the server to do the things. And how it is doing? It is doing or it is executing another application called Prometheus, which will execute the scrapping of all the metrics. And what is service monitor? As a satellite, we have deployed a lot of application which is microservices. In microservices, when we deploy, we will deploy in deployment near.yaml or a code, and it is having a service.yaml, which is a service which will be exposed to the outside world. So this service is monitoring using an operating called service monitor. So service monitor will help us Prometheus to connect, and Prometheus will scrap all the logs and put it to the Prometheus server. So what is the Alert Manager? Alert Manager is a component or an open source component which will help us to know that there is an issue or there is an error coming by or error is happening like that. So what is the function for Alert Manager is that it will help us to identify the duplicate error. For example, if a car is sounding a horn, which means that the car is continuously sounding a horn, will be irritation for all the people, right? So according to that, when an alert is thrown, that means if it is a duplicate alert, it will combine all the alert and it will pop up accordingly or alert accordingly. And it can group all the alerts according to the situation. Like for example, if a server is down and getting some issues, it will group all the alerts, group all the similar alerts, and accordingly it will display. And it can group the alerts to separate receivers. For example, if you configure receivers like Teams or Slack or any of your channel which is used inside your organization, you can route a particular issues to separate channels. If you want to email a particular issue to some channel, you can route that. You can silence the notification. Silence means you can suppress the notification. That means For example, if your server is throwing continuously a particular error, and you don't want that error to thrown or notify all the time, so you can subtract that particular notification. And as I said earlier, if you can integrate with any platform like email, Slack, Duty, Microsoft Teams, any platform you can see is compatible for the integration. So what is Grafana? Grafana is already you might heard of. Grafana is an open source platform same, and you can visualize everything in a dashboard. So you can integrate with every platform or every application or every database or every service that you are using inside the Kubernetes or outside can be connected or integrated using Grafana. You can visualize the particular roles, and you can see a beautiful graph which will help you to make sure that the application is working for or not. So you can manage all of the graphs into a dashboard management platform. So this is a diagram for Kubernetes Prometheus stack. So once you install Kubernetes Prometheus stack, left side part you already seen earlier, the Prometheus server which will manage by a Prometheus operator, and a Prometheus application which will execute scrapping of all the logs, and service monitor which will take the service, which will control service which is deployed in the two namespaces. You can see like there are two namespaces. One is a namespace called monitoring, and one is a namespace called application. So application is your microservices, which is a pod which is deployed with the help of a service, and this service is mapping by service monitor, and the loads are mapping by Prometheus, and Prometheus object is controlling and is in Prometheus server. So all the executed load will be from to the thread manager, which will be triggered to the Slack and Teams or whatever integration channel you are integrating. And from Prometheus, you will connect to the Grafana, which will give a beautiful dashboard for you. So this will be the structure, and use and acknowledge and quickly covering it. So the performance and availability of this particular tool is very available. It can be like, since it is a code application or a Kubernetes application, it can be replicated. So community support, you will get a lot of community support for this, and you can integrate with third-party tools or any platform, and then support a lot of matrices. It's one of the advantage. So how to install it? I can say quickly. You can see the screen. You can install it in chat using one command. Help install from SVC monitor is the name of the monitoring name, and you can see Prometheus community /new Prometheus stack is the where you need to download the Prometheus chart. -n SVC monitoring is my namespace. Once you done this, you will get all the application or all the monitoring things will get inside your Kubernetes cluster ready and installed. You can see like most of the things are replicated 2 to 3 ports, which will be highly reliable for your application. So this is a quick setup of quick notification of quick progressing of all the alert manager, Prometheus, and Kubernetes. This is the stack. You can try it your own. So that's all from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Thank you, Rahul.